Hey guys, it's Star VGC, and today we're going to be doing a video about an incredibly good tour and team that Neil VGC used to get, we don't have the final results of the Vancouver Regional yet, but he used it to get at least top 8 and hopefully at least top 4 in the Regional, so he did incredibly well with this Dondozo Tatsugiri tour, and I'm just going to go into it, and then I'm going to go into the team as a whole. So, let's just get into it. So we have Lum Berry, Dragonite with Multiscale. The idea is just, be able to counter the Amoongus and KO it with your moves. And you have Ice Spinner to beat Trick Room, which, with the rest of his team, doesn't beat Trick Room, so he needs something to counter Trick Room. So he put Ice Spinner on the Dragonite in order to beat Trick Room from Armors and Indeedee. Then he put E-Speed, because Ice Spinner is like drain, then you are able to get E-Speeds off. And then you have Tailwind on this to help with the Great Tusk matchup. Help with the Great Tusk on your team, so that can be really helpful. So the D-Knight goes for Tailwind and the Great Tusk, so that can just be an immediate core, like Dondozo for the Ice Spinner, and yeah, so you can just go for Tailwind into the Earthquakes and Headlong Rushes. And then we have Tatsugiri, Dondozo. You have Tera Blast, both to be immune to the sleep from Amoongus and to hit Palafins who can normally haze you. And then you have Leftovers, Unaware, Standard Dondozo, Wavecraft, and Earthquake, and then you Protect as well. The spreads weren't in the Poke Paste, so maybe when the regional finishes, I'll do an updated video on this, and I'll be able to make one where I explain the spreads. So basically, the idea is for it to outspeed the Palafin, and then Tera Blast it before it gets a chance to haze it. So I don't know what that spread would be yet, but yeah. And then there's AV Glimmora with Tatsugiri. The idea is to just pair it with Dondozo and do really well, because the Glimmora is just able to counter most of the counters to Dondozo, Mortal Spin hitting, a Moon Disc pretty well and stuff. And then you just get Power Gem to snipe a lot of things, and Earth Power to snipe a lot of other things. And then, with Assault Vest, you're not dropping to anything, so you at least you tank special attacks with Assault Vest, and physical attacks make you do the toxic debris. So, yeah. And then we have Starved Tatsugiri with Muddy Water, Icy Wind, Draco Meteor, and Sleep Talk. Incredibly standard. This is like all the moves you want on Tatsugiri. It's incredible. Great. And then this is the attack boosting variant. So Dondozo gets more attacks boosts, except it doesn't have order up. So yeah. And then you have Sleep Talk, because sometimes someone KOs the Amoongus, someone KOs the Dondozo, and then an Amoongus or Brute Bonnet spores it. So that can be an issue. And yeah, now just get into the entire team. So the things that they added were Iron Bundle and Great Tusk. Basically, what you're trying to do is just Iron Bundle is very needed for lots of specific matchups, because you just kind of need it in matchups where just Palafin, you can freeze dry it, and after you outspeed it, or some fire type cores with maybe Stellar Dirge, probably not Stellar Dirge, just Arcanine, yeah, this counters Arcanine pretty well. There's a lot of other things like Icy Wind with the Great Tusk. It allows you to do really, really well because you Icy Wind, and then Great Tusk outspeeds a lot of things. However, that D-Knight Tailwind does work better with Great Tusk, so yeah. And then, speaking of Great Tusk, we have Sash, because this thing's abysmal special defense stat. You have Headlong Rush, EQ, Close Combat, and Protect. Very standard. You don't have Ice Spinner on this because you have Ice Spinner on the Dragonite. And then you have Tera Dosed on the Iron Bundle to just, be immune to those fake outs and be able to get some fast Icy Winds or fast Hydro Pumps into these tries. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will link his video where he did a report about the regional. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.